Hi guys, in today's video I want to go through with you my everyday makeup routine. This takes me about 5-10 minutes depending on how much goes wrong or how much effort I want to put into each stage of the process. And I don't think that necessarily you want to see this because I'm particularly good at applying makeup or I'm any kind of beauty guru, but I personally like watching people do their everyday makeup routine, so I thought you might enjoy it too. If you enjoy this video in any way, then I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel or give me a thumbs up or comment in the below. So yeah, that's it. Let's get on with it. Thank you. Okay, so I am going to start with just putting a base on, which I always use the Garnier BB cream, which you'll know if you follow my channel. So this is the Garnier oil-free BB cream in the shade Light. So I'll just do a bit of a splodge of this. This one's running out like that much-ish. And then I use the Beauty Pie blending brush, a foundation buffing brush I think it's called. I'll link all the products and brushes and stuff in the description, and I literally just paint this on. I don't know if painting is a technical term, but it's the only way I can describe the fact that I don't do, like a lot of people do, the stippling or the swirling, but I don't find any of that really works for my skin. I don't know if it's because I'm using a BB cream or just my skin is not very good. I don't know. So this just gives me a light sort of coverage, which is what I want really. My skin is quite red at the moment. I think it's because of Christmas. I don't know why. I feel like that. Just generally my skin's quite dry and not very happy at the moment. But I still just put a bit of like BB cream on. I can't really cope with much heavier foundation like type base layer because it just makes me feel all, I don't know, clogged up. So I just put that on roughly, and then I just go through. You'll know if you have seen my Garnier video that I just use a bit of tissue, which is not very technical, to just remove anything that might be in my hairline and from my eyebrows. Again, I probably should be a bit more gentle with my eyebrows, and again my lips, because you get it all over your face. So I just wipe that off and then just quickly go back over briefly again just to sort of blend in the harshness of where I've kind of rubbed it off basically. And then because my red patches are mostly here, I then go in with a concealer. Basically I have been using this one for months since I did a video on it and then decided that it was my favourite one. I sort of switch back and forth with concealers, but this is my current favourite one. It's a good colour for me at the moment because I've been on holiday, so I've got a bit of a tan. Well, not really anymore, but I did have a bit of a tan. So this one is a bit less pale. So I know you're not supposed to do this anymore, like they say that you shouldn't do the whole triangle thing, but because my redness is here and here, this still I find works for me. So yeah, I just put it on these whole areas and then blend it in with just a beauty blender. So just around my eyes really. I do have redness here, as you can see, but I tend not to put concealer anywhere other than under my eyes, just because I don't know, it just doesn't sit right on me. Like, although I know I probably have redness I need to cover up, if I try to put concealer on those areas, I find that it just makes it worse. Like, not makes it redder, but just highlights the situation. I don't really know how to explain that any better than that. Like, I don't know, it just sort of sits on the skin. Whereas under my eye, I feel like it makes enough of a difference, like, to make it worth it, basically. And I don't find that this one creases into my eye, like, wrinkles very much. Especially if you use the next step, which is the setting powder. I am a powder girl and I know I use more than I should really. So just blending that in with the beauty blender. I don't even really wet the beauty blender anymore. Like, I know you're supposed to wet the beauty blender, mostly out of laziness. I stopped doing it, but I find it actually is almost a better coverage if you don't wet it. I don't know if that's actually a thing. I've heard people say that if you don't wet it, it's a thicker coverage, more full coverage. Right, so next I use my Real Techniques. I think this is actually a setting brush. Again, I've done the video for this whole brush set, which is really good actually. I would recommend it if you haven't already got it. And then normally I would use the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, but I'm sort of scraping the barrel at the moment. So I have been kind of just going around the edge with this brush, which I will do today actually. But otherwise I've got the Pat McGrath one that is more full. So I want to get more of this, but it's just so expensive. So I'm kind of trying to put it off until payday basically. So yeah, just the under eye area. I love this powder so much, and if it wasn't so expensive I would use this powder all the time for everything. And that's what I originally did, but it just went down so quickly and I just can't afford to be spending 40 quid a month on powder basically. So I shall get some more and I will just use it for the under eye. The Pat McGrath one is just as good, if I'm honest. I'll link the video below. But I think the Pat McGrath one actually works out to be more expensive in the long run. It's just a cheaper outlay because it's a smaller container, if my memory serves me correct anyway. So just the under eye bit I've done with this, and sometimes just sort of these bits around here. And then I do the rest of my face with my current favourite, which is the Beauty Pie Uberlucent one. Again, I'm running out. I've got a new one of this, but I'm just using this one because it is, I need to start learning to actually use up products before I move on to the next one. I'm really guilty of like getting to this point and then just wanting to start a new one. So I'm trying to learn to be sensible because I've got so many half finished powders. I'll do a video actually on my favourite face powders soon because I feel like that's the kind of video I would want to watch. So all over my face with this, which I know I probably shouldn't do because really it's quite drying to use, especially on mature skin. But I find myself feeling wrong if I don't powder basically. I can't even really put my finger on why. And then once I've done that, I'll go in with my eyebrows. I used to do bronzer at this point, but I find where I'm touching my face doing my eyes, it was kind of wiping it off. So I now do that at the end. So I'll now go in with just an eyebrow. This is the It Cosmetics Brow Power one. I've had this for ages. I don't even know if they still do it. In my opinion, all of these brow pencils are pretty much the same. I like these retractable type ones where you can sort of just scroll it up. But they last such a long time. Like literally my last one I think just broke, which is why I had to get a new one rather than I ran out. But because I've got such sparse brows, I'm sure if you had like proper eyebrows you might use it up quicker. But I'm just literally I'm not really a fan of like fully drawing on eyebrows, so I just literally add a bit of colour basically because I think I would look stupid if I properly drew on brows like most people do. You know, it looks nice on everyone else but just not on me. And then this is the Beauty Pie 3-in-1 brow gel. I mostly just use this to sort of shape them really. I think this is supposed to do good things for your eyebrows as well. I do like those sort of ones that are like you know, have like the fibres and stuff in, but I'm always just conscious I'm going to end up drawing it on and then, you know, not realising that I've got it all over my face basically. So I'm more of a sort of less is more kind of a girl. So that is brows done. And then I've got eyes. Today I'm going to do the Victoria Beckham. If you watch my channel, you know how much I love these. This is in the shade Olive because I'm wearing green. So yeah, that is this one. I'll link the video below of any of these products that I've already done videos on. So just a line along the top lid because I have discovered that basically that's kind of the only thing that I think suits my face because I've got hooded eyes. If I try to do eyeshadow, I don't think it's just the hooded eyes. I've just also got quite wrinkly eyelids, so if I try to do eyeshadow it just looks terrible basically. Plus also I can't help but touch my face quite a lot, so I tend to sort of make myself look a bit like I've been punched in the face if I put, I can't talk, an eyeliner at the same time. Yeah, if I put too much product of anything really on my eyes, I tend to sort of touch it too much and then it goes all over my face. I do love these Victoria Beckham eyeliners though, because I mean look, I've kind of, that literally took 5 seconds and I've sort of smudged it a bit by accident, and it doesn't really matter, I don't think, that much, because it just looks nice anyway. So that is the olive in the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal. I then use this Lancome CILS Booster I don't know what they call it, it's like a mascara undercoat thing, and I've kind of forgotten about this. I'll do a separate video on this later, but you just put it on under mascara, and it does make a noticeable difference to how thick your mascara looks or how long your lashes look. I bought it with the Monsieur Big Lancome, I think it's Lancome, mascara, and if you don't wear eyeliner and if you're the kind of person that just wears mascara, it's like game-changingly different. But because I wear eyeliner, you can't really notice that much. You know, like mascara doesn't matter that much on my eyes. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. I'll finish it and then sort that out. So yeah, but just a coat of mascara. This is the Benefit BADgal Bang mascara. I'm actually quite enjoying this. I got it in a trial size in the Look Fantastic box, and I think I would buy it again. I can't believe I've just smudged my mascara all over my face just in time for the video. I'll try and fix that situation. So sometimes this happens if I sneeze during doing eyeliner. I used to use liquid liner actually, and this happened a lot when I used liquid liner. But it's not so bad now, but it's pretty easily fixed, to be fair, with just another bit of concealer and another little blend in. Just a tiny little bit. All fixed. And then after that, I would go in with bronzer. I use the Victoria Beckham bronzing brick in the shade Fair, I think it is 01, it's the lightest one they do, and the It Cosmetics. This is supposed to be a blush brush. I tend to just use the dark side of this mostly, and literally just go in with a little brushing on my cheeks. I have tried all of the different ways of trying to sort of contour and things, and I just find that they all make me look a bit odd. But I am on this journey and trying to learn what works and doesn't work, so feel free to drop in the comments your top tips. Just do a bit under here because that's what you're supposed to do. The one thing I have noticed actually is this bit here. If you do the bronzer just around the edge of your forehead, I do think that makes a noticeable difference. And then again, a tiny bit on the side of my nose. And then I am now also learning to do blush, and I got this one. This was in the Look Fantastic Advent Calendar actually. It's the NARS Orgasm blush, and I've heard great things about this, so I was excited to get it, and I am finding that it's good because it has actually got some shimmer in it, which I would normally not enjoy, but I don't notice it on my skin. It's just a nice little pink colour. It's a really nice colour, so I just put a tiny bit of that on. And I find that is just enough to give me a little bit of colour. Like, and I'm quite excited that I finally feel like, you're probably going to tell me now that's not the case, I finally feel like this is kind of a good colour and a good sort of placement for me. But like I say, I'm sort of learning. So that is it. That is the end. This is another Beauty Pie brush. I think this is actually, I think it's like a pro angled blush brush. But again, I'll link the video. I think I've done a video on this, so I'll link it below. And that's it. So, I mean, obviously it took more than 5-10 minutes to do that because I was talking you through the whole process. But all in all, it's a pretty quick routine. And it works for me, I find. So let me know what you think. And that's it. If you've enjoyed this video in any way, then please like and subscribe. And that's it. Good night. Bye.